This is a $10 note. And this is 100 $10 notes. Each $10 note represents 1% of your take-home pay. And this is a visualization in terms of how much money you spend and how much you save. A typical financial advisor would say that 50% of your pay should go towards fixed costs, 30% of it should go towards luxuries, and then the last 20% is your savings. But what if you could live on this much money and save all of this? I'll be trying to live on 20% of my take-home pay for the month of February and saving 80% of my salary. How's it going, guys? My name is Jack and welcome to what is going to be the most painful month of my life. No, I'm just kidding. That is the epitome of first world problems. Living on 20% of my take-home salary is pretty ridiculous, but I am fortunate enough to be in a position where, mathematically speaking, that is somewhat viable. But even then, as someone who tracks my spendings and has done so for the last 6 months, the number that I need to get to scares me. So typically my monthly spend is around about $2,200, give or take, every month. And the breakup of it looks somewhat like this. Now going back a step, 20% of my take-home pay is roughly $1,460 a month, which means that I'll have to cut $800 out of a very tight budget. A typical month for me can be broken up into $800 for rent and utilities, $400 for food, groceries and eating out, $100 for my health insurance, $100 for Crunchyroll for all you weebs out there, $40 for petrol, and roughly $24 for the internet that's split 3 ways. Now all of that comes to $1,364, which is what financial people call my burn rate, which is the rate that I need to pay month on month. With $1,364 as my total basically fixed budget, I have $96 of leftover money to be able to spend month on month. Of course, this means I'm completely screwed if I get anything big like a utility bill in terms of electricity and gas, if there's car registrations, if there's council fees, and any of these big lump sum yearly costs that come up during this month of February. Now, instead of sitting here and going through every item line by line in terms of all the things I spent money on for this month, I'm going to break every rule in YouTube and just go straight to whether or not I was successful with this month's challenge. It would be amazing if you guys can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and leave a comment as to how you think you would go with this challenge, as well as what you think a good amount of money to save is as far as a percentage goes. So at the end of February, my total spending for the month was, drumroll, $1,516.77, which means I went $56.77 over my $1,460 limit. Now, to really understand the rules of the challenge that I set myself, I gave myself basically 3 rules that I had to abide by. Number 1 is you cannot use any rewards points, pre-existing vouchers, or anything that you have accumulated outside of this month to pay for any of the expenses. Rule number 2 is any balance payments on the credit card for the month previous obviously doesn't count towards the total, but any spendings or anything on the credit card for the month counts towards. Rule number 3 is you cannot go and purposely load up on groceries or on petrol in anticipation for the month. Now, another way to look at my spendings is basically the only 2 things that I had previously listed that aren't kind of fixed costs and are flexible is the $400 I've got for food and groceries and the $40 I've got in petrol. So basically, if we look at those, we've got $440 plus the $96 that is the surplus. So outside of all my typical fixed costs, I've got $536 to spend. If you look at my weekly spendings, roughly I'm sitting at $100 to $130 a week, which is in line with the $500 limit. And week 3 is the week that pushed me over the limit because of a $99 annual fee for my Coles credit card. Obviously, this is an annual payment that I pay once a year that just happened to fall in the month of February. But the other main thing is the Coles MasterCard actually gives you annual rewards. So the $100 annual fee that I pay actually converts to $100 worth of Flybuys points, which I would then go use either on groceries or on petrol. So, I don't know, does it really count? I don't know. I would say no. And if the $100 is removed from my total spendings of the month of $582.77, basically I am within my limit. And as far as I'm concerned, I have succeeded in this challenge. Now, through this whole exercise, one main thing and one main takeaway was, look, saving money is rewarding, but for the most part, it's actually not that fun. I probably wouldn't live another month like this, in the fact that I just felt like I was relying a lot on other people, as well as relying a lot on basically almost being a scavenger. I didn't really go out to enjoy anything. Obviously, you didn't see any social events there. So basically, I would say that this is the extreme. And for the sake of the challenge, it's good to know that this is achievable and an option if we wanted to go down that path of trying to save this much money. But at the end of the day, I don't think that is the most enjoyable way to live. Looking at my standard month breakdown, where I would live somewhat quote unquote normally, I would be comfortable saving around about 60 to 70% of my salary and be able to have a significant increase in lifestyle. Alternatively, if I wanted to continue to save 80% of my salary, I would want to be able to either make more money or have more income coming in from other sources, if that is what I wanted to really try and achieve. I don't think there's any more benefit in cutting back any more money than what I've already cut back on. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and leave a comment below as to what your goal is in terms of a saving percentage for the next month coming. I'd be really interested to see what everyone's goals are and what they're trying to achieve. And if there's any questions, please leave them as well and I'll be able to answer them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.